they have this they take separately, set up an entrance, a door, on the north side. So of course the Vishnu temples generally considered as the dham. So if you look at the Guruvayur temple, this is, Lord's presence, Lord is there. So where the Lord is there, that's a dham. You go to Tirupati temple, this today is a very, big festivals there. And Tirumala, Tirupati, they also have this, the entrance, the north gate, the entrance, and people go through that. And it's believed that on this day, one who enters through the north gate, the entrance to the Vaikunta is guaranteed. Similarly, wherever the holy name is also chanted, the Lord is there. But the Lord is there is a dham. So one who associate, attend, participate in this wonderful process of the Bhagavad Gita or chanting of the holy name is all beneficial so that one can relieve from this material entanglement and enter into the Vaikunta. So it signifies that. And today is the day, is the Vaikunta Ekadashi. And let's pray that, of course, the devotees pray not for liberation, but the devotees always pray that please engage us in the service of eternally, the service of the Supreme Lord. So, of course, there is some legend, there is some stories also out there that when Krishna killed Madhu and Kaidava, they humbled and they also liberated. And by the hands of, by the presence of the Supreme Lord, they were not ordinary, they elevated to such a position that, and they requested to the Lord that, okay, please engage us in your service. They humbled like Jagai and Madai. So they got the service of Jagai and Madai got the service to serve the devotees. Similarly, this Madhu and Kaidava are requested to have a service, engage in the service of the Lord, and then the Lord sanctioned, and they became the Dwarapalagas, gatekeepers of the north entrance, north gate. They also mentioned that on this day, on this auspicious day, and the devotees who observe and devoted to the Supreme Lord, they will have the entrance to the north gate of Vaikuntha. So this is also another aspect of the devotees. Always they are Paradukha Dukhi, they are compassionate to all the other living entities. They wanted to bring everybody back to the Supreme Lord, since they understand what is the precarious condition of becoming a demon and doing all these, activities. So thank you so much. So this very auspicious day that we can worship the Supreme Lord, we can meditate, we can realize the Supreme Lord. So that way also our service to the Supreme Lord is guaranteed. So thank you so much. And let me see. Thank you so much. Let's begin. So please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskrutyam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Cheva Narottamam
Devim Saraswati Vyasam
Devim Saraswati Vyasam
Tadho Jayamudhiraye
Tato Jayamudiraye
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavada Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavadi Uttama Sloke
Bhagavati Uttama Sloke
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtigim
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistikim
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद
जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा
जय द्वैता चंद्र जय गौरा भक्त वृंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद
जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा
जय द्वैता चंद्र जय गौरा भक्त वृंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद
जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा
जय द्वैता चंद्र जय गौरा भक्त वृंद
So we are reading from Srimad Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela, chapter 5, which is titled as The Glories of Lord Nityananda. So let's meditate on the beautiful aspect of who is Lord Balaram and how the Supreme Lord Balaram is manifested in various ways. And that's what is Krishna's Raj Goswami is revealing here. So we went through the chapter 89 and yesterday Govardhan Bhatta nicely explained. And then today we will be covering the further details of aspects of Lord Nityananda's and the expansions and expansions of expansions. So here in the Srila Krishnadas Kaviraji Goswami was quoting in the 89th verse that Krishnadas Kaviraji Goswami wanted to express and show that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is everything. Everything manifests from Him. There is nothing that we separate from the Supreme Lord. Everything exists within the Supreme Lord. Everything is His will. Everything is going as per the directions of the Supreme Lord. Everything manifests from Him, and He maintains it and He wraps it up like how a spider, right? We all, Srila Prabhupada gave this example. A spider creates its own web from its saliva. And we know that a beautiful web, like, it's like a greatest architecture, like we can see. And then it wraps its, itself. The spider goes and then finds itself. Same thing. And from one end to another. It creates at the same time, maintains it, and then so this nature is this. So this comes from the Supreme Lord. Similarly, the Supreme Lord is everything. Everything manifests from Him. He maintains it and He creates it and He enters into it, but also He is aloof from it. So this is possible only by the Supreme Personality of Godhead because He is the Lord. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So it is revealed like here, as is mentioned. So Krishnadas Kaviraji Swami quoting from the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna said, I am situated in the material world and the world rests in me. But at the same time, I am not situated in the material world, nor does it rest in me in truth. So everything manifests. Mataha paradaram nanyat kinchidastadhananchaya mai sarvamidam prodam sutre manikaiva. The 7th chapter, 2nd verse. There is no truth beyond me. Everything rests upon me like a pearl strung on a string. So, Mataha Paradaram Nanya, there is no truth beyond. So, this is the most important aspect we have to always understand, dear devotees. This is where that our surrenderness or Sharanagati begins, because we are completely dependent upon Him. Even this material world is, manifested from Him. So, we were going through this Srimad Bhagavatam. So it's explained nicely, and let's see further. Krishnadas Kaviraji Goswami explains so nicely that further expansions of the Supreme Lord. Now it is defined and how we can understand all this transcendental nature of the Supreme Lord. He is there. Everything, the material nature is His inferior energy, His separated energy. That's called the Bhagiranga Shakti. There are three aspects of it. One is internal potency, Antaranga Shakti. Next is Bahiranga Shakti, external energy. And then there is Tadastha Shakti, that's marginal energy. So Bahiranga Shakti is known as the material nature, Prakriti. And then Antaranga Shakti is known as the internal potency of the Lord, that is, including the Supreme Lord and his expansions, the Vaikunta, everything, all spiritual energy, all spiritual potency is his internal potency of the Lord. So let's see that in these verses. Okay, so let's recite this. Please repeat after me. So we are reading from 5th canto, 5th chapter, 90th verse. Achindya Aishwarya e Janiha Amara. Can you unmute and recite?
अचिंत्य ऐश्वर्य ए जानी हमारा
Eita Gitara Artha Kaila Prachara.
एत गीतार अर्थ केल प्रचार
Achindya Aishwarya e Janiha Amara.
अचिंत्य ऐश्वर्य ए जानी हमारा
Eita Gitara Artha Kaila Prachara.
एत गीतार अर्थ केवल प्रचार
Achindya Aishwarya e Janiha Amara.
अचिंत्य ऐश्वर्य ए जानी हमारा
Eita Gitara Artha Kaila Parachara.
एत गीतार अर्थ केल प्रचार
Parachara. Okay, if anybody want to recite, please go ahead.
अचिंत्य ऐश्वर्य ए जानी हमारा एत गीतार अर्थ केल प्रचार
Synonyms: Achindya, inconceivable. Please repeat after me.
अचिंत्य इनकंसीवेबल
Aishwarya, opulence.
ऐश्वर्य opulence
Hey, this.
this
Janiha, you must know.
जानिहा you must know
Amara, of me.
हमारा of me
Eita, this.
एता this
Gitara Artha,
गीतार अर्थ
the meaning of the Bhagavad Gita.
meaning of the Bhagavad Gita
Kaila Parachara,
कैल प्रराचरा
the Lord Krishna propagated.
Lord Krishna propagated
Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. O Arjuna, please repeat after me.
O Arjuna,
You should know this as my inconceivable opulence.
you should know this is my inconceivable opulence.
This is the meaning propagated by Lord Krishna.
This is the meaning propagated by Lord Krishna
in the Bhagavad Gita.
In the Bhagavad Gita.
We'll go to the next verse. So 91. Seita Purushayarna Amshadhare Nama.
Seita Purusha Yara Amshadhare Nama.
Chaitanyera Sange Sei Nityananda Rama.
Chaitanyera Sange Sei Nityananda Rama.
Synonyms: Seita, that.
Seita, that.
Purusha, supreme person.
Purusha, supreme person.
Yandra, of whom.
Yandra, of whom.
Amsha, as part.
Amsa is a part.
Dhare Nama is known.
Dhare Nama is known.
Chaitanyera Sange, with the Sri Chaitanya
Chaitanyera Sange, with the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Say that.
Say that.
Nityananda Rama, the Lord Nityananda or Balarama.
Nityananda Rama, Lord Nityananda or Balaram.
Translation: that Mahapurusha,
that Mahapurusha,
Karanodakshaya Vishnu,
Karanodakshaya Vishnu,
is known as a plenary part of him,
is known as a plenary part of him,
who is Lord Nityananda Balarama,
who is Lord Nityananda Balarama,
the favorite associate of Lord Chaitanya.
The favorite associate of Lord Chaitanya.
Okay, so here it is, mentioned that the Balaram, so the Karanodakshaya Vishnu is just the plenary part of Lord Balaram, Lord Nityananda Balaram. So we'll see in detail. The 92nd verse. एतनामव श्लोकेर अर्थविवरणा
एतनवम श्लोकेर अर्थविवरण
दशम श्लोकेर अर्थसुनदीयमना
दशम श्लोकेर अर्थसुनदीयमन
Synonyms: Eita, thus.
एता 10
Navama Slokera of the 9th verse.
नवम श्लोकेरा of the 9th verse.
Artha Vivarna, descriptions of the meaning.
Artha Vivarna, description of the meaning.
Dashama Slokera of the 10th verse.
Dasam Slokera of the 10th verse.
Artha, meaning.
Artha, meaning.
Suna, hear.
Suna, hear.
Diyamana, with attention.
Divyamana, with the attention.
Translation: I have thus explained the 9th verse.
I have explained the 9th verse.
Now I shall explain the 10th.
Now I shall explain the 10th.
Please listen with rapt attention.
Please listen with the rapt attention.
Then 93. Yasya amshamasha sila garbhodaya sai.
Yasya amsha sila garbhodakshai.
Sai. Yannabhi abjam loka sangada nalam.
Yannabhaya bhajam lokam sangat nalam.
Loga srishtu studiga dhama dadhus.
Loka srustu
Sudhika dhama.
dhama dhatu.
Tam Shri Nityananda Ramam Prabhadhye.
Sri Nityananda Rama Prapande.
Synonyms: Yasya, whose.
Yatsya, whose.
Amsha amshaha, portion of plenary portion.
Amsha, portion of the plenary portion.
Srila Garbha Uday Sai, Garbhodakshay Vishnu.
Srila Garbha Udasai, Garbhodakshay Vishnu.
Yat, of whom.
Yat, of whom.
Nabhi Abjam, the navel lotus.
Nabhi Abjam, navel lotus.
Loka Sangada, of the multitude of planets.
Loka Sangata, of the multitude of the planets.
Udhiga Dhama, the birthplace.
Udita Dhama, birthplace.
Dhatu, of the creator.
Dhatu, of the creator.
Tam, to him.
Tam Sukhin.
To him. Sri Nityananda Ramam, the Lord Balarama in the form of Lord Nityananda. Are you reading? Are you repeating?
I'm little lost. Sri Nityananda Raman, Lord Balram in the form of Lord Nityananda.
Prabhadhye, I surrender.
Prapadye, I surrender.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Please repeat after me. This is Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami offering the obeisances. I offer my full obeisance unto the feet of Sri Nityananda Rama.
I offer my full obeisance into the feet of Sri Nityananda Rama.
A partial part of whom is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu.
A partial part of whom is a Garbhodakshaya Vishnu.
From the navel of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu sprout the lotus.
From the navel of the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu sprouts the lotus.
That is the birthplace of Brahma.
That is the birthplace of Brahma.
The engineer of the universe.
The engineer of the universe.
The stem of the lotus is the resting place of the multitude of planets.
The stem of the lotus is the resting place of the multitude of the planets.
Perfect. In the Mahabharata Shandi Parva, it is said that he who is Pradyumna is also Aniruddha. He is also the father of Brahma. Thus, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu and Kshirodakshaya Vishnu are identical plenary expansions of Pradyumna. This is very important information, devotees. The very intrinsic details of, who is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu and who is Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. The original deity of Brahma, who is born from the lotus flower. This Pradyumna who gives Brahma direction for cosmic management. A full description of Brahma's birth is given in Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 8th chapter, 15 to 16 words. Describing the feature of the three Purushas, the Legu Bhagavadamrita says that Garbhodakshaya Vishnu has a four-handed form, and when he himself enters the hollow of the universe, lies down in the ocean of milk, he is known as Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, who is the super soul of all living entities, including the demigods. In the Sattva Tantra, it is said that the third Purusha incarnation, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, is situated as the super soul in everyone's heart. This Kshirodakshaya Vishnu is an expansion of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu for past tense. Yeah. So we were going very deep details of who is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu and Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. This is the plenary portion of Nityananda or Lord Nityananda Ram or Balaram. So we'll see that. Before that, let's have the invocation prayers. Om Jnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Salagaya Chakshurunmilidam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stabidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamahyam Dadadhi Supadandikam Vandeham Shri Gurum Shri Udapadagammalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajadam Sahagana Raghunathanidam Tam Sajivam Sadhuidam Savadudam Parijana Sahidam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sargana Lalidam Shri Vishakha Nidamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dhinabandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostude Tapta Kanchana Gauranki Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhano Sude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarupasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Padidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sagaviryam Karavavakai Tejasvi Namadidamastu Ma Vidushavahai Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat. Thank you all, dear devotees, for joining this very um, wonderful transcendental knowledge reveals by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami through this medium of this Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is the very confidential aspects of the Supreme Lord. So, Supreme Lord's, in the Bhagavad explains that the Supreme Lord's potency is manifested in various ways. It reveals that Parasya Shaktir Vivideva Suyade, like that. So how? That's the question now. The Krishnas Kaviraj Goswami reveals to us that how the Supreme Personality of Godhead is manifested in various ways and what is his different forms. So we are discussing about Lord Nityananda Prabhu or the glories of the Lord Nityananda. And in this verses, so Lord reveals completely the Krishnas Kaviraj Goswami revealing the various aspects, various incarnations, various plenary expansions of the Supreme Lord. So in this verse, 90th verse, so what we can understand from this, in the translation of these verses, that Mahapurusha, Karanodakshaya Vishnu, is known as plenary part of him. So we heard this many times, who is Karanodakshaya Vishnu, who lies down in the casual ocean. From him, this material nature manifests. Sometimes we ask this question, right? How did this material nature comes into this, world? Or who is that the cause? Where it come from? Scientists who are trying to find out in so many ways. They come up with so much of, a hypothesis or some, theories. It started from the one point and energy was pointed to one point. This exploded one day, and then it started from there. And with that explosion, and the living entity started in that explosion. But our Bhagavad explains so nicely. This entire universe is manifested from the Supreme Lord. It's a manifestation of the Supreme Lord. And this, material world, that's why he's known as Karana Purusha or Karanodakshaya Vishnu. He's the cause. He's the primordial cause of everything for this material nature. Very important to understand this fact. In one sense, we can see the Supreme Lord. We just look at in this universe, the first thing that we can see that Supreme Lord is, this is the Supreme Lord. This is those who are not able to go beyond, understand further about the Supreme Lord as the person. At least he can understand, he can see that this universe, this prakriti, this material nature is also manifestation of the Supreme Lord. He is known as the cosmic being. So from the Karanodakshaya Vishnu, now the next verse, it reveals that Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Then Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, and then Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. That's the 93rd verse. So this is the opulence of the Lord. So we know that we call him Bhagavan. Bhagavan means one who has Bhag, one who possesses all opulences. Bhagavan. So Bhagavan means one who has all these opulences, and he manifests his opulences in everywhere. So we know that the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, there is a chapter called the Obsolent or the Opulences of the Absolute, the 11th chapter, not the 11th chapter. Yeah, there is a verse, Opulences of the Absolute, right? That complete among the mountain, Himalaya. He is Himalaya. Krishna says, I'm Himalaya among the mountain. Mount the Meru. I am the Mount Meru among the mountains. Mount Meru among the hills. I am Himalayas. Among the ocean, water pool. I am the ocean. I am Ganges. I am the banyan tree. Everything. So this is the opulences of the Supreme Lord. He manifests in everything. That's why he is known as Bhagavan. He has, complete the 6 opulences of, that is basically his eternal nature. He has full richness, full of fame, full of beauty, full of, fame, full of strength, right? Full of strength and full of renunciation. So all this reveals like this. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, he has opulence and he reveals in various ways. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is paying the obeisance to that Supreme Lord. I offer my full obeisance under the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, a partial part of whom is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. See, who is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu? Anybody remembers? Who is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu? Who is pervaded in each universe. So we know that from the body from the each, pose of the Mahavishnu, each universe manifests. So in order to maintain the universe, the Lord manifests as Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Then from Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu also manifests. The Garbhodakshaya Vishnu maintains this entire universes. There are innumerable planets in each universes. Basically, that's divided into 14 planetary system, 14 planes. But there are innumerable planets. And in order to maintain that as well, each planets, and in that each planet, there are various types of living entities. In order to maintain those, then what happens? Lord further expands and asks Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. Right? We saw that all the wonderful pictures and various ways. But the most important aspect here, Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport. So just before we get into the purport, we could see that Brahma also manifesting from the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Brahma. We know that when Lord enters into the each universe and he lies down, he filled the water, each universe filled with water, and then he lies down there, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, and he is known as also Virat Purusha. From him everything comes. Even every part, every anga, all the elements, which is also, he is the maintainer of all those. From each anga of the Supreme Lord, the Deva Devadas also manifest. The predominant deity, they are known as predominant deity. Just for an example, the eyes of the Supreme Lord is known as the sun and the moon. The Virat Purusha, the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu or Virat Purusha, the eyes of the Lord is sun and the moon. Similarly, from the mouth, the fire, Agni, Dev is manifesting from the mouth of the Lord. We can see that in the universal form of the Lord. Then from the hand, the Indra, the controlling deity, the predominant deity is also manifested. That's known as Indra. And then from him, the Virat Purusha, then the belly, that the ocean is manifested. So various limbs and the predominant deity, the controlling deity also manifesting from the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Similarly, the Brahma is also manifested from the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, from the lotus, the navel. There is a lotus sprouts. From that navel, lotus sprouts and it goes to the top. And then the stem is there. Stem goes from the bottom to the top. And every planet is tied to that, the stem. See that how beautiful, how wonderful arrangement the Lord has. And the topmost of that stem is a lotus, and there the Brahmadev is manifested, the Brahmadev. And it's come from the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu or the Virat Purusha. Kapiladev also explains so nicely this in the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So here, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami considers the Brahma as the engineer of the universe, architect or the engineer. He puts together everything very nicely. The stem of that lotus is the resting place of the multitude of planets. So there's so many, tons of thousands of the planets and the universes is actually completely on the stem on the planets. So stem of that lotus is the resting place of the multitude of planets. Everything is related to that. Then this is the Lord's arrangement. Similarly, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, expansion of that Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. So Kshirodakshaya Vishnu and the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, here Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport. So where the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu or actually the original Lord is nothing but the Pradyumna, the potency. So we know that the Brahmadev is basically the father of Brahmadev, or who is the original deity of Brahmadev is none other than Pradyumna. We know that the Brahmadev is the deity of intelligence. Brahmadev is the deity of intelligence. So like that, the moon god is the deity of the mind. So the original deity, that's why the Brahma has this all intelligence which come from Pradyumna. In the spiritual realm, we know that Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna and Anirudh. And who is come? This one, this expansion, this Vasudev Chaturvivha expansion, the quadruple expansion is none other than from the Lord Balaram, the initial quadruple expansion, the first Chaturvivha expansion. Then the second Chaturvivha expansion is known as the Maha, the quadruple expansion. That's Maha Sankarshan is there. From the Maha Sankarshan, then this Narayana, then Narayana, all this. So basically, it's all manifesting from the Lord Balaram. Balaram is the original source. Of course, Krishna, expansion of Krishna. Balaram, Krishna is Balaram. So here we can understand that in that quadruple expansion, there is Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. Quadruple, Chaturvyu. So Pradyumna is there. Pradyumna is the original deity of the intelligence. And Aniruddha is the original deity of mind. manas. That's why if you have any mental problems or our mind cannot be concentrated, it's chanchalized, it's going here and there. So one should meditate on, chant, worship the Aniruddha, the form of Aniruddha. That's why sometimes we chant this mantra, Namo Namo Aniruddhaya, Rishigeshindri Atmane, Namaha Paramahamsaya, Purnaya Nurtatmane. So similarly, the intelligence originally, the Lord is Pradyumna. So Brahma is actually manifested, the original deity, or Brahma is actually the expansion of Pradyumna. That's why Brahma has all this intelligence to create this material, world and secondary creator, and he puts everything together. So this intelligence, the original deity of Lord Brahma, is none other than the Pradyumna. That's why Srila Prabhupada, and it's also mentioned in the Mahabharata. In the Mahabharata, it is stated that he who is Pradyumna is also Aniruddha. He is also father of Brahma. Thus, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu and Kshirodakshaya Vishnu are identical plenary expansions of Pradyumna, the original deity of Brahma, who is born from the lotus flower, which it is Pradyumna who gives Brahma direction for cosmic management. See, the intelligence which comes from the Pradyumna, the original deity. So in one sense, all the other, if you look at that, this is called Ajindya Bheda Bheda Tattva. The various manifestations, various incarnations which comes to the Lord, is everything is also there in the body of the Lord, in the body of the Supreme Lord. All these incarnations are there in the body of the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. So from him that each one is manifesting here in this world. That is called incarnation, avatar. Comes down, coming down from the spiritual realm. So in the case of Brahma and Pradyumna, the Pradyumna is the original deity of the Brahma, that by Pradyumna that Brahma gets all these various intelligences, the cosmic intelligence. The source of the cosmic intelligence is none other than the Pradyumna, the Supreme Lord. A full description of Brahma's birth is given. So we know that how the Brahma is manifested and all, right? And that we went through in detail. So similarly, Karanodakshaya Vishnu is also the origin, the source is also the Pradyumna. That's why Shirodakshaya Vishnu is as known as the super soul. Super soul directs and exists in each and every living entity. We know that Krishna says this verse, I am seated in everyone's heart. Chapter 15, verse number 15. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto madaha smrdir jnanam apohanam cha vedescha sarvam ahameva vedyo vedandakrit vedakrit eva chaham. So it is revealed that Krishna is seated in the heart of every living entity as Paramatma or the super soul. See that Sarvasya jagam hridi sannivishto mataha smrdir jnanam apohanam cha. From me come remembrance, from me come knowledge, from me come forgetfulness. All this comes from from the Krishna. So this who's which aspect of it? That the Pradyumna aspect of it. The knowledge, the intelligence, the remembrance, the forgetfulness. All these are the Pradyumna aspect of it. Similarly, the Brahma, the intelligence, the Pradyumna aspect of it. Shirodakshaya Vishnu, he is in exist in every atom. He maintains also every living entity. All the other incarnations also manifest from Shirodakshaya Vishnu. So we can understand that this hierarchy of how the Supreme Lord is manifested in various incarnations, as it reveals that Parasya Shaktir Vivideva Suyade, that supreme potency is manifested in this world. So dear devotee is so wonderful. This is the ultimate transcendental knowledge, the pure knowledge, the absolute truth, reality. But we are illusioned in this world. We don't know what is what. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in this world, this is a very confidential knowledge. There is none other than that Supreme Lord. Similarly, Lord Nityananda Prabhu is none other than the Balaram. Nityananda Balaram, that's why Originally, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu is originally Lord Krishna and the Balaram. Nityananda Prabhu is Balaram. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the combined form of Sri Radha and Krishna. So that's why it's revealed that even if that just say Gauranga Nityananda, because of Lord appeared in this Mahabhadanyaya, he is the most merciful, munificent, most merciful. So that's our great fortune, dear devotees. We're discussing in the morning today about all this dharma, artha, kama, moksha. People are so much interested in, moksha. They do everything that come to that point of moksha liberation. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed what exactly the purpose of the human. He revealed that he brought up this Panchama Purushartha, or the fifth Purushartha is called Prema Pumartho Mahan, to develop the love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that Krishna himself came down to teach us. That's our great fortune. We are closely associating, we are closely connecting that not far away, 500 years ago, that same Supreme Lord, Krishna manifested in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Balaram manifested in the form of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu and manifested in this world. So this way, so we can see that Nityananda Prabhu is none other than Lord Balaram. And various incarnations and manifestations coming from the Balaram. Similarly, we have to understand the position of Lord Nityananda Prabhu is the most merciful. You know that in the story of Jagai and Madai, again, it is mentioned that they also, when in the Leela, when Krishna manifested Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, again the Jaya and Vijaya also manifested in order to exhibit this Leela of this, the ascetic, the demoniac activity. So in the Krishna Leela, this Jaya and Vijaya became the Dandavakra and Shishupal. They were also there in the Krishna Leela. Similarly, Gaura Leela, they also came as is mentioned that in the form of Jagai and Madai in order to perform this Leela. So then we know that Madai was and Jagai was so abominable. They were doing all the sinful activities all throughout the day, throughout the year. Such a sinful people, and they were giving so much trouble to everyone, every living entity. And even Nityananda Prabhu was so merciful and even approached them and requested and instructed them that please, chant the holy name. Please chant the holy name. But they didn't like that. The Madhava, his name was Madhavananda or Madai. Everybody was calling Madai. And then Madai took an earthen pot and hit on the forehead of Nityananda Prabhu. The blood was oozing. And seeing this, Haridas Thakur just ran to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and informed everything what happened. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rushed to the scene, the place. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw that Nityananda Prabhu was bleeding heavily. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became so angry and invoked the Sudarshana Chakra in order to chop off the head of the Jagai and Madai. But see the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu was so merciful. Even seeing this, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to, kill these demons, this Jagai and Madai. Nityananda Prabhu was so merciful in such a way that caught hold of the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and requested, "Oh Lord, your appearance in this world is not to kill, but to liberate, but to make everybody, Krishna conscious, or to develop the love or inflict the love in the heart of all the living entities." So seeing Nityananda Prabhu is catching the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and pleading to relieve them from the death, and Jagai and Madai became so touched by this. The devotees, this is the mercy. Actually, Nityananda Prabhu is Lord Balaram. He wanted to shower the mercy upon all living entities in this age of Kali. Patita Pavana. That's Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Then Nityananda Prabhu seeing this and showered the mercy upon this these souls, this Jagai and Madai, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pacified. And then both this Jagai and Madai fall at the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and requested. They transformed. Immediately they transformed with the potency of Nityananda Prabhu, the mercy, because of Nityananda Prabhu is the original Adi Guru, Lord Balaram. So Guru comes in this world to, to raise from the, the clutches of this Maya, to raise everybody. So in part, he's so merciful. Guru is the Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, all are. Guru is so merciful. So this is the potency of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So this way, then, Lord was revealing, who is that Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then Nityananda Prabhu requested, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pacified, and then directed. And then this Jagai and Madai then requested that please forgive us and give us the shower the mercy upon. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, unless and until Nityananda Prabhu is forgiven, or gave the, forgiveness, I will not do anything. So then they approached Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu already been forgiven. And then seeing this, they completely surrendered to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and requested that please engage us in your service. Then Nityananda Prabhu suggested, yes, please go and serve the devotees, those who come for the ghat in Ganges. So this way, whatever the sins that you accumulated serving Vaishnavas, one can eradicate all the sins one accumulates if we serve the Vaishnavas. Because of serving Vaishnavas sincerely, humbly, is not an ordinary position. The humility, the humbleness, one develops. When the one person develops this humbleness and humility, when he serves the devotee. So then with humility that one serves the devotees, then he eradicate all his sinful reactions. So mercy of devotees is very important. So Jagai and Madai completely transformed, and then immediately they took this service, and this is the power of who is Lord. So Nityananda Ram, he is Balaram, he comes into this material world. So it's mentioned that even Nityananda Ram is more merciful than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Nityananda Prabhu is so merciful in such a way that whomever even remembers, even just say Nityananda Ram, Lord is so pleased. Nityananda Prabhu is so pleased that shower the mercy upon such people. That's why, dear devotees, we are so fortunate in this age of Kali. Come in contact with that say great that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than Krishna, Nityananda Prabhu is Lord Balaram. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radha and Krishna combined. Basically, if we chant Nityananda Gauranga, actually we are worshipping the Krishna and Balaram and Srimati Radharani, that internal potency of the Lord. So this is what it is. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami wanted to reveal that the position of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, and then how we can. So we are so extremely fortunate, some way or other, that we worship the Lord Nityananda Prabhu and Gauranga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gauranitai. We offer the obeisances, everything. So this way we can see that the position of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is explaining so nicely. So various incarnations and expansions, and the expansions of expansions, and all this comes from that Lord Nityananda Prabhu or Nityananda Balaram. He's the source of everything. So thank you so much. I'll stop here with this note. Let's see that there are any comments or reflections or any concerns. So thank you. Hare Krishna. You're unmute. Today is a very auspicious day of Vaikuntha Ekadashi, and everybody can meditate and remember. So whatever the way, any questions if you have, any reflections, please go ahead. Hare Krishna. Vasanta Mataji, you're back. So you are joined.
Yes, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam
Dandavat
to you.
Pranam, all goes to Srila Prabhupada.
Glories to Srila
Yes,
Prabhupada.
Prabhuji, we are
Yeah, Jai,
back.
welcome back. When did you come back?
Sunday,
Oh,
Prabhuji.
this Sunday. Oh, wow.
Mm.
How is Prabhuji doing?
He is fine.
He's
He
fine.
had some hangama and
Okay.
then he is fine because of his blood pressure. There was a situation.
I see. Okay. So everything is okay now?
Yeah, everything. I mean, like it's not stroke, but at that point of time, they treated for stroke.
Oh, I
And
see.
later on with MRI and all, we came to know it is not stroke.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Yeah, that was just Saturday morning, Prabhuji, and
Oh,
our travel was on 3rd, like 3 days after that. So everybody advised not to travel.
that's it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, everything was mild by the mercy of Krishna. Nothing much happened. That's an important aspect of it.
Yeah, but our bad luck, we missed the Vrindavan trip.
It's okay. You can try
No.
next time. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thank you. Welcome back. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So, Hare Krishna, Ashish Prabhu, Asheshakarana Prabhu, you are trying to say?
Yes, Prabhu. One thing you mentioned today's class that also in Chaitanya Chaitamrita mentioned it that Puddumna is the father of Brahma, right?
Original deity, that means, father of Brahma is Krishna, and in many ways we can say that Vishnu, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, but actually it's in the many ways we can. It's not that just one, we stick with one thing, right? The spiritual aspect of everything is actually, everything comes from Krishna, various manifestations of Krishna. So Pradyumna is also there, the one aspect of Brahma, original deity, that the intelligence part of that Brahma is come from Pradyumna. So Pradyumna is the deity, or called the deity, that which we can say that, okay, the Brahma is manifested. But actually Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, in the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, of course, Pradyumna is there, Aniruddha is there, everything is there. So Brahma is actually the potency of Pradyumna. Yes.
Okay, okay.
So we won't say father, right? It's not like father, gives the birth. Like we say that, okay, father is in the material realm that gives birth, of course, give birth in the mother's womb, and then mother's womb is delivers. But this is Swayambhu, is come out from the manifesting or expanding from. So Brahma is actually that, the aspect of the Garbhodaksha or the Pradyumna aspect. So that means that's why Brahma is so intelligent. Because of Pradyumna is so intelligent. This all intelligence comes from the Pradyumna.
Okay, got it, Prabhu.
Right?
So Puddumna actually in Mahabharata, Puddumna is the son of Krishna, right?
Son of Krishna, yes.
So that Puddumna is referring here or different?
Yes, originally we can see that, there are two ways we can see that. Good question, really. Wonderful. So we know that in the spiritual realm, there are two quadruple expansions, right? One is for one Chaturvyuha expansions, right? You know that, right?
Yes.
The Vasudev, Sangarshan, Padya. That's the first quadruple or first Chaturvyuha expansion. So basically, that Chaturvyuha expansion is in the realm of in the spiritual world. Understand that aspect? Then there is second quadruple expansion, that is Vasudev, Sangarshan, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha again. So the second quadruple expansion, that's also, one is actually in the Golok Vrindavan, the first quadruple expansion. The Golok Vrindavan is the topmost of all the spiritual, universes. Then also the second quadruple expansion is also there in the Vaikuntha planets, in the Vaikuntha universes. In the Vaikuntha universes, this Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha, Vaikuntha universe. So there, and this Pradyumna is, so the manifestation, that's the Pradyumna, the second quadruple expansion of the Pradyumna, and then the Brahma is actually the predominant deity. The deity of Brahma is the Pradyumna, because of the Brahma is also manifesting from that aspect of the Supreme Lord in the spiritual realm. And of course, that same Pradyumna is manifested as the son of Krishna. and Aniruddha. Yes. So simultaneously, this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, simultaneously, the Lord can be in various ways. That's why inconceivable. That's why Chaitanya Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami also reveals that, which is inconceivable. This is very difficult to perceive. But the important aspect, the most important aspect is that Lord can be in various forms simultaneously at the same time. He can be, exist many universes same time. We know that in the Dwaraka, Lord Krishna had 16,108 tunes. And we know that Krishna was replicated himself for the 16,108. This is Krishna's Vaibhava Leela, Vaibhava Prakash. So similarly, Pradyumna was there as a son of Krishna. At the same time, the spiritual realm that Pradyumna is also expanding or plenary expansions as Brahma in order to maintain this material world as well. So this way we can see it.
Yes, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu.
Is
Got
it
it.
okay? Is it okay? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Anything else? Any other comments? Any other reflections? Hare Krishna. Are you all there?
Yes, Prabhuji, we are all here.
Yeah.
But I had the same question what Ashish Prabhu asked, so I got the answer. So I don't have any other
Okay.
question. It's a nice
Okay.
class.
So you had a question of that same. The
Right.
who is the Pradyumna here and who is yes. So when this comes to the understanding of Vishnu Tattva or Krishna Vishnu Tattva, so they are eternal. They always exist. Remember that. They always exist in the spiritual realm. Jiva, the soul is also exists, always exists, but Jiva Tattva means they are marginal potencies. They are here in this material world temporarily. Then that's why we are. But when Vishnu Tattva comes, they come for a specific purpose in order to execute or exhibit some leelas so that the human or the jivas can take advantage or the benefit of it. So that's why they are coming down into this material world. That's why we call them incarnation of. That's why Purusha, avatar, Purusha avatar, Purusha incarnations. So where is come from all? From the same, the Supreme Lord Krishna. Krishna expands the Balaram then further expands as Vasudeva Sankarshan Padhyam. Then there is a second quadruplet, that Vasudeva Sankarshan Padhyam. So all these various deities like, Narayanaya, Madhavaya, Govindaya, Chudaya, Sankarshanaya, and then, Pradyumna, Anirudh, all this is all the various expansions or the portions of expansions of, that's what it's all about. So this way, we can see that the various incarnations is come from one to another. It's the Lord. So it's Lord's various manifestations. So here we can see that Brahma is manifested from the Pradyumna, so that's the intelligence part of it. And then we would see that in the Bhagavad in another section that even sun and the moon is also the expansions of Aniruddha, because of they affect, moon affects the mind of the people. So the deity of moon is actually come from or Surya, and it affects the mind and everything. The eyes, the mind, everything is the Aniruddha, and we would see that. So this is very confidential and very deep understanding of that. Who is the original deity of an each, the jivas or the especially the Brahma and the Rudra, the Shiva, the sun and the moon and the Devadas and Manus, all those. It's all manifesting from the Supreme Lord. We can see that. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Motherji. Anything else? Any other comments?
No, thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Any other questions, reflections? Okay. Okay, so if nothing else, today is Ekadashi, and tomorrow the Parana time, the fast breaking time is 10 sorry 7:18 to 10:30 something. Anybody knows? Anybody remembers the fast breaking time?
10:36 probably, Prabhuji. Not sure.
I think it is
7:20 to 10:36. I think.
7:20 to 10:36. Correct. 7:18, I believe. 7:28. Okay. Anyway, you have a good time. Lot of time in the morning to break the fast. Please do so. And as mentioned that the Vaikunta Ekadashi is a very, very auspicious and special, and engage and hearing and whatever we can do. And pray to the Lord that please engage me in the service. That's Gaudiya Vaishnavas. That's always praying to the Lordship that please engage me in your service. That's what is we need. So engage in the service of the Lordships, and this way we can all, always be in the service of the Lord, being, associate with the Lord in the name of holy name, association with the devotees, engaging the loving devotional service, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, many ways we can do that. So then also make sure that we break the fast on time, on the Parana time breaking. That's also important because of then that completes our fast. Okay, thank you so much. And tomorrow is the New Year's Eve program. And then in this New Year's Eve, and we also pray to the Lord, and we all can come together and pray to the Lord for a very, the beautiful New Year, or very auspicious and Krishna conscious New Year. So we'll not have the class tomorrow. So we wish you all a very happy, prosperous, and joyful, healthy Krishna conscious New Year ahead of 2026. And thank you for all your wonderful services that you do for the community, for your family, for your Bhakti Rishas, in so many ways. And thank you so much. And we wish you a very, very happy and Krishna conscious New Year 2026. Thank you so much.
Thank you for everything, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Let's chant together. Vanchakalpatarupasya.
Vanchakalputuru
Kripa Sindhu
Vaivacha
Bhavebhyo
Krishna
Vaishnavebhyo Namaha Navanda ki Jai.
Jai.
Rashi Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai.
Jai.
Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai.
Sri Gaudiya Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai.
Jai. Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.